Okay, I have notes from Jamie on all three of these resolutions, so would you like me to go through them individually, or can I do them all at the same time and explain them?
Individually.
Okay, the first one, resolution number 2013-19, is for movement of monies within the budget, since these items are going to above the approved amount.
But it's not changing the budget amount at all, it's purely from one account to another within the fire department. And road repairs and so forth, nothing's being added or subtracted from, it's purely a movement of accounts.
I will move to approve resolution number 2013-19.
Is there a second?
I'll second for discussion. Brian, can I see yours?
Yeah, we don't have it.
Wasn't included in my hard packet. I saw it online. I just want to make sure the one that you have is the same one that.
Okay. Absolutely, there you go.
I should make a note here that all of these need to be taken in roll call, and we need a 3/4 vote, so we would need 4 out of 5 to approve them.
Thanks, Brian.
Sure.
Can I have a legal question before we vote?
Yes.
Can you, can anybody tell me where that 5,200 for retirement is going to? For the fire department, the top one, I think it is.
If you look at the accounts below, Larry,
Yeah.
52-200-5.5, 200.6, 200.7, 200.8.
Okay, that's where it's coming out of. Why do we need to increase the retirement by to 5,200? I guess that's my question.
Because that line item in the budget is going over if we don't.
Why is that going over?
Because of the costs that we have to put into the WRS retirement system.
That's just an, I don't know the details of that, but that's something that's mandated, that's not our choice. So we really don't have any choice about that.
Anything further?
Okay, Supervisor Fisher,
Yes.
Supervisor Wolf,
Yes.
Supervisor Laska,
Yes.
Supervisor Bansky,
Yes.
Chairman Marek.
Yes. I'd like to skip to and come back to that afterwards, or I, after we get down through the sewage disposal system update, and move on to I, if there's no objections.
Okay.
What was that?
I said objection.
Okay.
I see no reason why we can't continue with the resolutions as in order.
Well, that's fine. Let's move on then.
Okay, resolution number 2013-20 is for monies to come out of the general fund to cover additional funds for Engineer Genellie to continue the process for the potential water and sewer hookup for the town.
Motion to approve.
I'll second for discussion. I can't support spending more money on engineering fees when we haven't gotten any further on this than we have been last October, and now we're chasing our tails looking at mound systems. We've got the individual supervisor that's in charge of this, concealing information, holding it back from the town board. I will not be in support of adding more taxpayer funds to this project until we replace Mike Laska as the head of this project. Anybody else? Roll call vote, please.
Supervisor Bansky?
Yes.
Supervisor Fisher?
I need to be recorded as abstaining, please.
Supervisor Laska?
Yes.
Supervisor Wolf?
Yes.
Chairman Marek?
No.
Motion approved.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Motion not approved.
And on to III.
Okay. Resolution number 2013-21 is for the board to decide if they would like to engage another auditor to do the 2012 financials and/or engage another auditor for the 2013 financials. It'll be up to the board where they would like the funds to come out of, whether the 2013 budget line items, which Clerk Salentine has gave you a current profit and loss at your spot, or the monies come from the general fund.
The reason Jamie is asking for some additional funds here is that Clifton Larson Allen has chosen to not help out with anything further in the town other than the 2012 budget, budget audit that we don't yet have. We don't have any funds left in that line item because the 2012 budget fund had all been used up. Clifton Larson Allen had already been paid in January and February, long before we received the services. And we still don't have the 2012 budget completed. So she's looking for some help and she's looking for some money.
Motion to deny.
Second.
I don't think that's a proper motion. Motion to deny, wouldn't we move forward motion to pay the bill or not pay the bill? And then vote on it?
I think the maker of the motion should clarify the wording. It's not a bill, it's an allocation, if I'm correct, Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll withdraw my motion. Thought it was pretty straightforward, but I'll withdraw it.
You have a different motion you'd like to make?
Nope.
Anybody else? So are you advocating that you leave Jamie out in the cold and not have any advice with regards to the budgeting process?
Nope.
How would you like to proceed? How would you like Jamie to proceed?
I think you have to get a motion from the floor, and then we can discuss it. Absent a motion, move to the next item.
I'll make a motion that we allocate funds to hire a consultant to help Jamie with the budgeting process.
Would you clarify where you'd like the funds to come from? Either the 2013 budget line items or the general?
General fund. And the amount would be $2,000.
I'll second the motion.
Discussion?
Yeah, the way I understand it is the 2012 budget was completed. It just wasn't signed because there was never a budget amendment signed by two board members, so they couldn't finalize the audit. From the way I understood it and what I picked up on the meetings that I came to, is that it's completed. Now, is it completed and just not signed, or is it not completed
Signed by who?
by you?
I don't sign the audit. I don't perform the audit.
Okay, the way I understand is you need to authorize something for the audit to get done, or the chairperson does? The acting
Oh, you're talking about
chairperson?
the representation letter. The letter where it says that we complied with all state and local laws and rules, and that we did budget amendments as we were supposed to, and we stayed within our budget. That letter? No, I will not sign that letter. And that does not hold them up from doing the audit, because the 2010 audit also did not have a representation letter signed. and yet we had a 2010 audit.
Okay, so then if you're not gonna sign that letter for Clifton to do it, how are we gonna get another firm to do it?
That's not what this was about. Jamie is looking for help on the 2014 budget, and Clifton Larson Allen is refusing to give her any advice.
Do we have anything in writing on that?
Anything in writing on what?
That they're not willing to participate?
It's in on your desk this afternoon.
I'm missing half of my stuff. I've got one resolution, one amendment, and there's 3 of them on the agenda.
Sorry, Larry, I don't think the packet's up. Do you have copies of the extra resolutions that you can give to Mr. Wolf?
And I don't have anything from, oh, okay.
Is that the only correspondence that we've gotten from Clifton or shared with Clifton? I mean, they just called us one day and said, we're done?
No, I've been speaking with Clifton Larson Allen, and this is the only response that I have received from them, yes.
Absent discussion, I think it's appropriate to move to call a vote.
I was waiting for Larry to finish reading. Do you have any? I was waiting for Mr. Wolf to finish the late reading. Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay, call the roll.
Supervisor Laska?
Repeat the motion, please.
They approve the resolution number 2013-21, amendment to the 2013 budgeted expenditures subject to the funds coming from the general fund in the amount of $2,000.
No.
Chairman Marek?
Yes.
Supervisor Bansky?
No.
Supervisor Wolf?
No.
Supervisor Fisher?
Yes.
On to the update on the status of the town of Waukesha on-site sewage disposal system. Mr. Laska.
Yes, thank you. Now that we have money back for this project, we can proceed accordingly.
Mr. Laska, the motion failed. There is no additional engineering money.
Right, repeat the vote and the motion.
The motion required a 3/4 majority, Mike, so 4 of us would have had to vote in support of it. Supervisor Fisher abstained, makes him a non-vote. Chairman Marek voted nay, which means you have 3 votes in the affirmative, 1 vote that doesn't exist, and 1 vote against. You don't have the required 3/4 majority. So you have no money to
When
move
the
forward.
project starts.
Yes.
So where are you at up to this point, Mike?
I think he's nowhere. There's no more money to work with the engineer to discuss or hook up or even work with the approvals that we now have from the city to pursue that.
Don't we have some estimates for a mount system?
Sure.
Can we talk about that, Mike?
Yes. We will proceed in that direction. Apparently, there was a mayday on this issue, and we're doing everything we can for our residents to look for the best price to fix this issue, and we have to proceed some way, shape, or form.
Not sure I understood that. Do you have some estimates that you want to discuss and tell us what they include, don't include?
It's work in progress at this time.
I have nothing else. Anybody have any other questions on this? We'll move on.